Hey guys, Kaza here. Welcome back. We're back with more Office Lovers. We're back with Mahiro Kunizu. And we're going to find out what's going on and what is everyone suspecting about him. Anyway, Chapter 7, Jumping at the Shadows. I shoved it into my pocket and head back towards the office. What should I do? His business card might seem really important to him, but returning it seemed like a bad idea. Amongst our competitors, it was one of the bigger ones. Everyone here knew about them, but we had absolutely no deals with them at all. So why would he have their info, let alone the CEOs? I let a huge sigh. The complete loss is what to do. What's with that sigh? Are you worn out? Mahiro, jerk, don't do that. I had become irritated after being shaken up by the sudden voice behind me. What? You're not happy to see me? He put his lips together and made a pouting face on purpose. Sorry, you scared me. Sorry. It was my fault for reacting, so I apologized. I was joking. Don't take it seriously. Alright. You seem pretty uptight. Is it from work? I shook my head. No, it's nothing. I just have a slight headache. You want me to pick you up some medicine? He looked at me, full of concern. I just took some. It'll go away soon, I'm sure. Lies upon lies. It all seems so wrong. If it doesn't, tell me. Okay. I wondered if my story fooled him. I've got something you need to look at. He handed over some papers to me. A note was clipped on the edge of them. It read, meeting room at 8. I curiously looked at Mahiro, and he was wearing a big smile. If he wanted to have a meeting, he could have messaged me through mail. Why this? Was it about something he couldn't mention through mail? I don't know. When 8 o'clock came around, I headed to the meeting room. Mahiro? I nervously opened the door and peeked inside. And then? Good, you came. Why the memo? You couldn't tell me by mail? His face shriveled in disappointment. It wouldn't be exciting at all if I did that. No? Nope. It seems silly to me. So, what did I come here for? He already told me he wasn't going to tell me his secret until the project was over. I was thinking maybe tomorrow we could go somewhere on our day off. What? That's all you wanted to say? What do you mean? Is Rhonda to invite you out on a date? A date? Sorry, I can't. Whew. A date? At a time like this? With things getting busy with the project, it wasn't exactly a good time to screw around. Because it's a time like this, it's not good to work and nothing else. If I don't stop you, we end up working out even on Saturday. If you don't relax once in a while, you're going to wear yourself out. And he was trying to help me in his own way. But unfortunately, sorry, I have plans. I had to lie to him. Oh, well, at least I asked. If at any time you're feeling lonely, give me a call. I'll come. Okay. If that's all you need from me, I'm gonna go now. I couldn't look at him straight in the eye. I turned my back towards him so I wouldn't have to. Hey, wait a second. He reached out and tugged my arm to stop me. Since he stopped me, he must want to tell me something else. What? At least let me walk you home. I can get home on my own. Nothing more, right? And nothing more, right? Well, I'd like to stay with you all night if you don't mind, but he pulled me in by the arm and whispered into my ear. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed. Alone. What has gotten into me? Why was I acting like this? I wasn't acting cute at all. Oh, will you at least let me walk you home? No. Nope. Why not? I'm stopping somewhere on my way home. Where? I wasn't really planning on stopping anywhere, and the lie just came out of my mouth on its own. I'm not telling. What kind of lie is that? It was a crappy lie. Which means you're not going shopping somewhere, so I don't see why I can't come. He fixed his eyes on me with a stern look on his face. It's not very stern. If that's his stern look, then wow, everyone's angry. I guess that's true. This is rough. It really hurts when your girl keeps secrets from you. He looked towards the ground with an incredibly sad face. Don't you have something you can't tell me either? His face clouded over. I should have seen that coming. As soon as you tell me yours, I'll tell you what I've been keeping from you. All right. Goodbye. Bye. He stood in place, dazed, unable to even stop me as I walked away. I'm so sorry, Mahiro. I had to stop somewhere he wouldn't know about. The address of the business card led me there. So, this is it? Mahiro must have been here before. I imagine him sneaking up here while staring at the building written on the business card. Just then I noticed an attractive woman walking out of the building. I knew her face. She was the one that Mira had met earlier. Hurry up. Wait, I'm not waiting for you any longer. The elderly man struggled to catch up to her, and they began to walk together. There was no mistake. I was absolutely certain that was the woman Mahiro had met earlier. I remembered him handing her some sort of documents. Who would have guessed she was an employee from a rival company? This just keeps on getting worse. At first, handing over documents to someone seemed suspicious, but that someone was actually a competitor, and he had the competitor's CEO's business card in his pocket. It was no longer the point where I just felt suspicious. I'll tell you everything if this project goes well, I promise. You just have to trust me. I wanted to trust him. It wasn't making it easy for me. In the end, the only thing I did that Saturday was lay in bed and sleep. I headed to work the next day, not sure how I would act in front of him. Good morning. Morning. He came running over to me as soon as I walked in. Hey. I couldn't look at him. My eyes turned to the floor. What's wrong? Not feeling like yourself today? I'm just tired. I didn't get any sleep last night. Oh, what do you say about getting together later tonight and the meeting's at 10. We need to get ready for it. I really cut him off and started walking to the meeting room. Things aren't going great at all, are they? It was still early, so there was no one in the room yet. However, there still wasn't that much time left to prepare for it. This was our last chance. If the meeting went bad, we would get kicked off the project for sure. We had to knock it out of the park today. Soon after. Shall we begin? Whether or not we were ready, the meeting had started. Please take a look at the papers in front of you. Kentaro started the meeting off with his presentation. Since he was invited to the project by the CEO, as one might expect, he had real talent. Not just talent, but a real knack for this kind of work. If there was something he worked on, 9 out of 10 people would probably turn their eyes to it. Excellent. I have no concerns. You did a real fine job as usual. Thank you. Then should I continue on with the current plan? Yes, I think everyone would agree that would be fine. The others had nodded their agreement. The meeting went to the next topic. Please, go ahead. All right. I stood up from my chair holding a stack of papers I had made in preparation. Based on our market research, we chose the following 3 types of perfume. These are samples, so feel free to inspect and test them out. I was proud of the samples, but I wasn't sure what the others would think. I started to get nervous. Look at Mr. Turk. Oh, look at Mahiro. I looked at Mahiro. Mahiro glanced at me. Don't worry. I have faith in your work. He whispered some positive words to me and cheered me up. I could feel the nervousness melting away. I'm fine with this. Mr. Saijo was the first to speak. Me too. It should be okay if we go with this selection. A scent is nice. It's relaxing. What do you think, Mr. Hyoga? There's still room for improvement, but I think it's a good start. All right, Mahiro, you ready to give your presentation? Yes. Mahiro sipped slowly and showed everyone his design document. Since the scent was approved, all we needed was for the design to get passed by them. I prayed for his design to somehow get their approval. I want to bring your attention to this right here. This is quite alright by itself, but it becomes special when paired together with the other. Mahiro explained the concept to us in a loud, clear voice. That sounds fun. Couples might enjoy using these together. It sounded like Mr. Saijo and Ken approved it, but the others were silent. Mr. Otori continued his silence. I wonder what he's thinking. That's all I have for today. Mahiro ended the explanation and went back to his seat. Is that everything? Yes, that was the latest progress I have for you right now. Why is Mr. Kaido saying that? I see. Well, I'll leave the rest to you, Mr. Hyoga. Mr. Otori said and left the room. Huh? What about me? Wait, what? What? That didn't make any sense. Okay, he finished his demonstration. Somehow we were talking about it with Mr. Kaido, and now we're back to him. And what? Did that just like fall out of order or something? We both stared at each other in surprise and confusion. Mahiro? He put his hand on Mihiro's shoulder. He didn't say anything. That means he has no problem with it. Huh? You mean it passed? You can continue working on it. Mihiro's face lit up like a light. Thank you so much. He thanked everyone in the room and then bowed to the door to thank Mr. Otori, who had left. Isn't this great? I spoke to Mahiro when we got back to the office. This was wonderful news. My suspicions he was a spy were still there, but that was another problem entirely. It was such a relief to hear the news after seeing him work so hard on the design. It's all thanks to you. He chose his words carefully because we were still at work. I'm so thankful to partner with you. There you are, Mahiro. There's an emergency. Can you come with me? The CEO came hustling in, interrupting our conversation. What did the CEO want? What kind of emergency was it? I'm busy talking to... Just come. He began to push Mahiro by the back, forcing him down the hallway. Yeah, he's not very subtle about this. I'll talk to you later, then. Okay. Both of them disappeared from view. I wondered what it was that he wanted to tell me so bad. I hope you remember to tell me later. Shrugging to myself, I tried to concentrate on getting some more work done. Hey, can I bother you a minute? Mr. Saijo had come looking for me. Sure, what can I do for you? I'd like for you to run these papers down to sales for me. I've got somewhere to be and I don't have time to deliver these myself. I can do that, no problem. Thanks, it will really help me out. Not long after, I went to the sales department and handed over the papers as requested. On my way back, I passed by Mr. Otori's office. You can't decide these things on your own. I heard Mahiro shouting and stopped in my tracks. But Sakiko is nothing special to you, right? Yeah, she's just someone I work with. Ben, isn't it fine? The other girl seems to have taken an interest in you. What was this about another girl? You even said yourself that she was beautiful. I pictured a beautiful girl, and the woman from the rival company came to mind. But he was at a loss for words. You'll be seeing her for an arranged marriage meeting next week. It's already been decided. Why is the CEO hooking Mahiro up? What's going on? What is happening? Arranged marriage? It can't be. My legs started moving on their own, and I started running as fast as they could carry me. I heard it right for sure. Arranged marriage. Besides, why did he say but all I am to him was a coworker? I was still at work, but questions were on my mind all day. I couldn't get anything done at all. I'm back. After a while, Mahiro returned to the office. It's rare for him to call for anyone in person. Was there a problem? No, everything is fine. I see. Well, that's good. If anything happens, let me know at once. Will do. We exchanged some words with Mr. Hyoga before coming to my desk. Hey. Welcome back. What did you want to talk about? Welcome back. I tried to act as if nothing had happened. That's easier said than done. Hey, he chose his words carefully. You know what I was going to tell you earlier? Yeah? He explained it to me, but I was so distracted that I heard none of it. Do you have a minute? I have things to do right now. Then, you know the plaza with the Christmas tree? Can you meet me there after work? I have something I need to talk to you about. After I'm done with all this. I had work to finish up whether I was going or not. This needs to be done today. I tried to forget about Mahiro for a while so I could actually get work done. By the time I finished most of the time, it was way past work hours. He said we'd wait for me at the plaza. I guess I should go then. When I got near the Christmas plaza, I could see Mahiro from afar. He kept looking at the time and his head turned back and forth looking for me. I was just about to call out his name and run to him. Yeah, she's just someone I work with. You'll be seeing her for the arranged marriage meeting next week. It's already been decided. So then the conversation he had with Mr. Otori came to mind, and I decided to leave instead. Actually, now thinking about it, well, he did say he thinks she's beautiful. It sounded like they're talking about another girl, but it also could mean me. But I think I would know if I had an arranged marriage, right? Right? There's no way I'd be able to talk to him face to face right now. Ooh, I'm just standing him up? Dang, girl. I came back. I kept my hair waiting at the plaza and instead went back to work. It's awfully late to be coming back to work. I thought you were heading home. There was something I wanted to look up. That's fine. If you leave late, make sure to let the security guard know. I will. Good night. Mr. Hyoga left for the night, and I was the last one there. I wonder if Mahiro was still waiting for me. I should send him a mail at least. I saw a mail saying I wouldn't be able to come. My phone instantly rang. It was from Mahiro. I couldn't talk to him, so I could let it continue ringing. The only sound in the office had echoed through the room. Sorry, Mahiro, I whispered to myself as the final ring sounded out and ended. He must have given up. I needed to calm myself down. First, calm myself down, and then think this through. Maybe your friend Mr. Otori was trying to hook a woman up with someone. Mr. Otori might have just picked out Mahiro on a whim. It's possible that if he knew about our relationship, he would cancel the meeting. But Mahiro told me we weren't in any relationship, and I was nothing to him. Was he only saying that to protect me? Protect us because relationships were off limits? I wish that was the case. Why did Mahiro ever tell me he liked me when he knew it was forbidden? Maybe he'd figured out that I thought he was a spy. Then, so that I would never tell anyone his secret, he dated me. He had seduced me into falling in love with him. It sounds so impossible, but the possibility of it made me worry more and more. I wondered if he was lying when he said he loved me. I wondered if he was lying when he looked into my eyes and asked me to trust him. Maybe everything he said was a lie. The more I wanted to trust him, the more scared I became of the truth. I couldn't tell what was real and what wasn't. Tears started to form in my eyes. Sakiko! It was then that Mahiro suddenly appeared in front of me. Don't yell my name so loud at work. I hid my face and wiped up my tears. What happened? Why are you crying? It's nothing. It doesn't look like it's nothing. It is. Just forget it. I can't just forget it. He grasped my shoulders and shouted out at me. How could I just ignore when my girl is crying right in front of my eyes? Really? Am I really yours? Of course you are. He hugged me tight. Why would you ask that? What happened? It's all too strange. Why would you ever date me knowing it was forbidden? There must be some reason. You had no choice but to date me. I never intended to say it, but the words came out of my mouth anyway. I don't know what you're talking about. I wanted to date you because I love you. I know he told us we couldn't see each other, but I couldn't hold myself back. It won't matter once the project is over. But I couldn't hold back my feelings until then. That's all it is. I love you. I really do. His voice was strained like all his emotions were being poured into it. It didn't sound like a lie to me. In my heart, I knew I loved him too. That's why I couldn't hold it in any longer. I had to tell him everything I knew. About him being a spy, about the arranged marriage interview, and my own feelings. I would figure out how to deal with the aftermath when it came. But for now, I had to tell him everything. I know. Hopefully he takes it well. Ooh. What those... the emotions. Her emotions. Roller coaster. Okay, well, I guess we'll see what happens in Chapter 8, right? We'll find out if it's good or bad. No. Until then, see you in the next episode. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. And I'll see you later. Bye. Kaze out.